Hello student, good afternoon. Let's start today's lecture. In last lecture we saw transformation of XML to XLT. So in transforming XSLT is the extensible style sheet language transformation in the standard style sheet language for XML. So it is a better than the CSS and XLT to help the add and label element and attribute to or form of that output file. Okay, so element can be rearranged, sort, and execute in this file, and also you can decide which element to hide and which one to display. So in HTML parts, so transforming HTML into XML style sheet language. In that, how it works and what is the need of XSL. So in HTML, all the tag used to predefine such front, body, heading, like etc. And browser has knowledge of adding style to them and display them to end user with the help of CSS styles, which we already know how to create a CSS file and how it is used to designing part. So this is not the same in XML. It is consist of a user defined tag. Hence, to understand style in XML and that XML document, so W3C World Wide Web Consortium has provided XSL, which can work as a XML based on style sheet language. Okay, so there are some main parts in a XSL. First is to convert XML document into numbers of other types of document. Then XPath also so helps to navigate the through XML document, and XSLFO helps to format the XML document. So how it works in Excel, the style sheet is written in a XML format. So it is used to define the transformation rule to be applied on that target. Okay. So Excel sheet is taken by the XSLT processor, which applies, which we actually work on, or we can say applies the transformation rule on the target XML document, and other further creates a formatted document in the format of XML, HTML or text. So in that way, XLT formatter then use this formatted document to generate the actual output to display to the end user. So there are some advantages. First one is the programming is independent, and second one is that it is possible to update the output by just making changes in the transformation in XLS file. So program is independent. It means the XLS files which we use in an XML document, it is used to write the transformation. And secondly, it is possible to update the output just making the some changes. So there is no need to changing any code. Hence, it is easily possible for the web designer to update the style sheet and observe the changes output quickly. So it's easy to handle. So in that way, you can use the XSLT. So let's just go to the program and we will see how to create that file. Okay. So first, for example, you have to code transfer the XML document into style sheet. Okay, XSLT. So there are some code in your XML file. For example, you have a table which header is a which that table refers to the student's document. Sorry, student information. So you have a student table, and table header are the roll number, first name, last name, and marks. So some information of student that's saved in the table. So XML version, you know already, it's user tags. So for it, you have to open the class, then that in that class you write your student's roll number, then that information about the first name, last name, and that marks column wise, correct? So first column in, then you open new column. So again second number, roll number, the students, again that all information student you fill. So in that way you create the three three columns. Okay. So look here, this program, we write here XML version 1.0 and this XML style sheet type is a text XSL. So this is the file. Okay, just select it this part. Okay, look at this XML file. So in that file, we create a class and we close that class. But in that class body, we write the student information, student roll number, first, second student roll number, and third number student roll number. And that students, all the information we fill. First name, last name, marks. Then again next student's first name, last name, marks, and last one student's first name, last name, marks in that tag. So here we create this XML file. Okay, so now we have to use the XSLT document. For that, we use XLT document to fulfill our requirement. So we use the XSL extension. Okay. Okay. So you can see here we use a XSL XSLT. So in that we use Excel style sheet versions and our Excel format. Okay, so Excel temple match, it's this code is used for the matching which we give that previous file, so it's relate to those part which value it consider from the XML file, correct? So that data will be stored on that, so I mean that data will be fetched from that XML file. So we give the body tag using HTML code, and that body we give the heading using string tag, then border for table border, then also color, and then here we give the our table header. So roll number, first name, last name, those are our header. Okay, so four header we give and four column is created. So in that column we have to fill the data. For that we use the XSL and XSL quotation for each select class or student. So it's going to use the class and also student. It refers to the class one and then student. So for first it takes that value, first value which we save here, which give that first table heading which is roll number. So just go here. Your roll number is 10, we know 101. I mean it's refer here. Then it's go to XLS by value of select FM. It means first name. So our first name is Kunal. So it's related to here and it's saved to here. It fetch that value from that file. So for that linking, we doesn't link here any XML document to XML document. So that changes we have to apply and add that XML style sheet tag. So we write here our file because students.xls file is created here. Now we have to link that file. So linking, this is the tag XML style sheet type txt and then refers student.xls file. So that file referred from this. Okay, so just go to your file where you save that file and you can see that the changes which we got from the two files. So first you give the headers information and then that value will be fetched from that file. Correct. Then you code that, close that XLS for each tag and then body tag you close, then HTML tag. Okay, but you open here template match, so that you have to close the template and also style sheet. So we close style sheet here. Now go to your program. So you can see that here two files we used. XLS, we have to run that XLS file first. Let's see what we get from that file. Yes, this is the code, our XML file code. So you can see your version, your information also, and then that template match condition. Also other table content, color, and that header files also. So just go to your first file, XML file. So where is your XML file? This is your XML file. Just run that file. Yes, you can see that this is the file you get from that code. So in this way, you can create that table also and you attach that the two files. So let's stop to this picture here.